5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This your boy T-Lo.
Yo, what's Gucci? This your man Tweet.
What up, y'all? DJ Kid Fresh.
What's up? This your boy RL.
And we're next.
And you're rocking with The Rebirth every Monday at 7 p.m.
But you know the hits. Rebirth Radio, baby. Every Monday, 7 p.m. Shay and Eli. All right, rocking that old school. Peace.
Good evening. Happy Monday. Welcome to the Rebirth on Philly Jams 95.3 FM. I am your hostess with the mostest, Shay Marriott. And joining me tonight, guys, well, she thought she was coming on to be a guest, but she is a guest host tonight, filling in for my boy, Eli Isabel. Shout out to you, Eli. I hope you feel better soon. My girl, Shana Simone. Wait a minute, singer-songwriter, Miss Shana Simone. Welcome to the Rebirth.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
Yes, I'm happy to have you. About time. It took you long enough.
I know. I've been trying to get on here forever.
You kept saying, stop by.
We're in Newark, blah, blah. I'm like, all right.
I'm coming. But you know what? You do live a little distance, so.
I do.
Yeah. So welcome as a guest co-host, which means you're going to be doing a lot of talking and all of that. But tonight the show is all about you.
Awesome.
Yeah. Got a little bit of feedback. Where is that coming from? Oh, okay. All right. We good. I just want to make sure we're good. All right, guys. Again, happy Monday and welcome to the Rebirth. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. How was your weekend?
It was great. Busy. I had a band rehearsal Saturday, so that took up a couple hours. And driving back and forth to Philly, because it was in Philly. But it's good things. All good things.
All good things. Yeah. And we're going to get into. You? Oh well, yeah. So, guys, I did some self-care yesterday. So, have you ever heard of a place called Ballion Springs in Alexandria, Virginia?
No.
Listen. Ballion. You heard of Sojo Spa, right?
Yes.
Up in North Jersey.
You told me about that,
I told you about Sojo, but
sure
okay, so it's like Sojo Spa, but it's in Alexandria, Virginia, and it's not as crowded. Well, at least right now. I think everybody started to catch on to Sojo, so Sojo is always packed now, but it's still a good place to go. But yeah, so my girl Levante, she shout out to you, Levante. She told me about this place called Ballion Springs, and me and my girlfriend Tanika, shout out to Tanika Singleton. We went yesterday and spent the day, and we had an amazing time.
Nice. Gotta do some self-care.
Yes. They had I think it was about 10 different saunas and the hydrotherapy. You can get any type of spa services. They have sushi there. You know, I'm a sushi person. So you just go and spend the day and just have a good time.
Nice.
So that's what I did. They had wine. That's the one thing that I liked about Ballion Springs is because they serve alcohol there. Where Sojo, they don't serve alcohol.
Got it.
So, but there's a bar there. There's a juice bar there. They offer a lot. So it was nice. And from Newark, it's about an hour and 45 minutes away.
Oh,
so that wasn't bad at all. Yeah.
No,
so we had a good time. So that's what I did yesterday. I practiced some self-care, and it was so needed. As you guys know, I was out last week. I have been sick for the last 2 weeks. I had pneumonia. Have you ever had pneumonia?
I haven't, but I heard it's nothing to be for.
Listen, I'm thinking oh, it's a little common cold. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna bounce right back. You know, I work a lot, right?
Yes.
Girl, that thing had me down for 2 weeks. Couldn't breathe. Every time I couldn't even talk, and I still have a a little bit shortness of breath, so everybody bear with me a little bit. But yeah, it was bad.
Because they say it scars the lungs.
Oh Lord, in the name of, I rebuke that.
I know that's right.
I rebuke that. No scarring of the lungs.
That, right?
Yes.
Can't have that.
Cannot
Messing up
have
the vocals.
that. Definitely not. So shout out to everybody that is tuning in right now. Shout out to everybody that's on Instagram. We see you.
Yes.
Shout out to everybody that's on Facebook Live and everybody that's on YouTube. Thank you for supporting. Keep in mind, you can follow us wherever you get your podcasts, including iHeartRadio, Spotify. We are there. So you are listening to The Rebirth on Philly James 95.3 FM. Make sure you like and subscribe and follow us, guys. I have some amazing news. Before we get into the show, there are so many exciting things coming up. Now, I know you're wondering why this beautiful young lady next to me is here tonight. Yes, she is co-hosting, but Shana Simone will be in concert this Friday night at Theater Inn. Yes. Theater Inn in Wilmington, Delaware. Listen, if you have not purchased your tickets, you need to go get into the loop. You need to purchase your tickets. You have to get your tickets now. Theater Inn is located at 1007 Orange Street in Wilmington, Delaware. It's not too late, right?
Not too late. You can even pay at the door.
Oh, you can pay
I'm
at
even
the
taking
door.
Payment
okay.
at the door. That's right.
I know that's right.
Yeah, why not? And I'm not even going to charge you more because I'm just so happy you're coming. So it's the same price at the door. That's how much I want y'all there.
All right, so let's talk about the concert a little bit, and then I'll go into making the other. Well, you know what? No, I don't want you to go too deep into the concert.
Okay.
I mean, into the conversation of the details, but we'll talk about what's on the flyer, what's included in their ticket. Let's start there.
Okay, great question. So the tickets are $49, but along with that price, you will receive a raffle ticket at the door for a gift basket. You don't have to pay for that raffle ticket. It's included in your price. Every vendor there is donating a gift, and we will be creating a gift basket from those gifts.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes. So you get a free raffle ticket. Somebody's going to win a very nice gift basket.
Me.
Yeah. Me. No, you can't. You're conflict of interest. No, just kidding. And you will also get a ticket for some food. So we're going to feed you too. I mean, you can't beat it. Come after work, hungry, we got you. Looking for a good time?
Nice.
We got you. So we're going to include a ticket for food, which is also going to have a drink with it. Non-alcoholic, though. And then, so it's admission, a raffle ticket for food, and a raffle ticket for the gift basket. But we're also going to have concession available for purchase and a cash bar.
Okay. Yes. All right, so you can get your little drinky drink on.
Sure can. I don't listen. Come one, come all. Nobody's discriminating. Nobody's judging. None of that.
I know that's right. Now there's also another person that is actually going to be on the lineup. Unapologetically Lex.
Lex unapologetically.
Yes. I said that backwards.
That's okay.
Lex unapologetically. I promise you, love. I will make sure I announce you properly on Friday. Okay.
Yes.
Lex unapologetically. Okay.
Yes.
I said that right?
You did. You got it.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about Lex.
So Lex, I'm telling you, so first of all, she's my niece. Second off, she's amazingly talented. Yes, she's amazingly talented. She is really touching a lot of people's lives because she's speaking out about the abuse she's been through.
Oh, wow.
And she's putting it into words that a lot of people don't. It's a lot of people gravitating to her because she's speaking their truths.
Right.
And they're approaching her after her shows and literally crying like, you have freed me through your spoken word. So she's speaking about abuse she's been through. She was also a police officer in Philadelphia and got injured on a job. She learned sign language at a very young age, not even knowing that later in life she would need it.
Using it. Wow.
So she also signs while she does her spoken word. So she's just reaching so many people. And she has such a beautiful story to tell. And her poetry is like no other. Like, you're going to get something from her for sure.
That's what's up.
I'm super excited to feature her, yes.
So this is why you guys have to get your tickets. Can you tell them where they can get your tickets?
Yes, you can get tickets on Eventbrite. You can look up Shana Simone, and it'll come up on Eventbrite. You can also get them on my website, shanasimone.com. And you can also text me,
You ain't playing.
277-7704. If you text me for the tickets, you can actually avoid the fees.
Okay.
So text me on that number and I got you.
And you can also send up smoke signs, smoke signals, and get your tickets.
Any kind of way. Listen, we making it easy for everybody.
I know
everybody
that's right.
don't have Cash App. So everybody don't have a card they want to use. Listen,
Right.
we trying to accommodate everybody. Or like I said, come and pay at the door.
Right. That's what's
do
up.
that too, yes.
Exciting.
Yes.
Exciting. So what she didn't say, y'all, okay, she
Well,
just left me totally out, y'all, okay? I don't even know what's going on right now, but it's all good.
I went to take a breath to say it,
No,
and she got
too
me.
late, too late. Listen, y'all, because she did not announce, I will be your mistress. Is it mistress of ceremony?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because listen, I will mess up some words. I will be your mistress of ceremony that night.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, Shay, you have been so instrumental with this whole thing. I just appreciate you so much. Shay even helped me come up with the name of the event. It's called Soul of a Woman. And I'm so excited. And that's what I'm going to give you that night. Songs from My Soul. It's the perfect title because this concert is going to it's going to embrace every element of my musicianship. So I'm coming from an inspirational angle. I got some R&B, some jazz, but it's all inclusive from my soul.
Yeah, and we're going to get into that.
Yes.
Because, I want to go back to when you first came into the music industry.
Okay.
So I know
Sounds
she looks real young, y'all. I know she
Yes.
looks real young, but, black don't crack. What up, Anitra Green? Thank you for tuning in.
Hey, Nitra, what's up, homegirl?
All right,
Thanks
y'all.
for tuning in.
Hi, Safansi. This young lady supports every week. She is on, and I really appreciate you. I cannot wait to see you at you know what, because I'm ready to make that announcement as well in October. I cannot wait to see you there, Safansi, because it's been so many years since I've seen you in person. But she always tune in and support Rebirth, so I definitely appreciate you. All right, guys, so we're going to keep it moving. I have some other announcements. I have been waiting to announce this. I'm so excited about what is about to happen. So, guys, let me tell you how God works. So, a year ago, well, let me back up. A good friend of mine, shout out to Corey Wilkerson, he reached out to me yesterday, and he said, hey, I want to congratulate you. He was like, happy anniversary. I'm like, happy anniversary? Like, what are you talking about? He said, happy anniversary for the Rebirth. And I'm saying, I'm in my mind, I'm like, oh, Rebirth has been around a few years. Like, what are we talking about? And he said, happy anniversary to Rebirth Live.
Nice.
And I'm like, Rebirth Live? And he said, yeah, it was a year ago today that you had your first Rebirth Live event. And it was sold out. And after that event, we went ahead and we did 2 more Rebirth Live events, which was also sold out.
Nice.
Now, ironically, today was a year that vision came and we did it. We pushed through and we made it happen. And today, I'm also announcing that Rebirth Live is coming back October 13th.
Yes.
Rebirth Live, where conversation and entertainment comes together. October 13th, the tickets are on sale now. So you need to go to rebirthu.com and get your ticket. October 13th, we have an amazing panel that is going to be joining us. And we also have some entertainment, we have food, and we have a lot of small businesses lined up. So I am going to be releasing the application for vendors. If you want to sign up and get your vendor space, it's going to be lit. So October 13th at 7 p.m., Rebirth Live, and we will also be at Theater Inn. Yes.
I can't wait. I'll be there. I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to be there.
She's going to be there, right?
Yes.
Because now I haven't made any announcements about who was going to be on the panel. However, because she is sitting next to me, Shana Simone will be joining the panel for the Rebirth Live event, guys.
It's going to be juicy.
So listen, I'm telling you, we sell out for this event like quick. So if you want to be in the building, if you want to experience something life-changing, I encourage you to get your tickets. The tickets are $45. That does include your food. We're even feeding the vendors, okay?
Hey.
So listen, there's no reason you should not be here. I'm giving you a lot of notice. It's a Friday night at Theater Inn, so make sure you get your tickets. Eli and I are going to be in the building, and when I start to announce the guests that we have on this panel, listen. It's
exciting.
It's exciting. Ooh. So I'm very happy about that. Shout out to you, Eli. Get well, get well, Eli. Thank you for tuning in, bro. Yeah, man, I'm praying for you. You got to get yourself together, man. You got to come on back. We got work to do. So another announcement I wanted to make, we have Girls Academy that's coming up. Levante Dorsey, she does a Girls Academy that is coming August 12th. She's an amazing therapist, and I love what she's doing with working with the young girls. So that would be August 12th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Registration is only $25, okay? And she's looking for rising high school girls and also rising college freshmen to be a part of this. So there's going to be interactive day prepping for new beginnings, incoming college freshmen, incoming high school freshmen, time management resources, academic prep, financial aid, and mental health support. $25. You cannot beat that.
Can't beat it.
You cannot beat that. And she's had a lot of sponsors. We've sponsored a few young ladies. So if you don't have the money, if you really don't have the $25, I still encourage you to reach out because we've donated money so girls can still attend this even if it's not affordable for them at the time. Nice. All right? So that is our announcements for tonight, and now we're going to get into it. You ready, Shana Simone?
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. So listen. All right. Shana.
Yes.
Let's go back Let's go back to when did you enter into the music industry?
Professionally?
Professionally.
Professionally. Let's see. So I'm not going to count talent shows and little things I was doing when I was a kid, but professionally, I would say in my 20s, and I don't want to say how many years ago that was because it's none of y'all business how old I am. I'm going to just say that. But anyway, it's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
I grew up around a lot of people in music. Like, me and my sisters always seemed to be surrounded by musicians. Okay. So, like, even growing up in church, like, we were always in that circle of musicians. So, a lot of times, my household was like the place to come. Like, we would just get on piano and sing and just harmonize. And my cousins sing and my aunts sing, my dad sing. So, we always would just build together vocally and just do stuff creatively, music.
So your house was lit.
It was, and I have 12 siblings.
Yes, girl, you sure do.
So
I want all 12 of your siblings to be at that Rebirth live, supporting you. Y'all hear me, right?
Get your tickets. Oh, you know I'm gonna be pushing the tickets for sure. I get them in there.
12 siblings. So I have a whole nother question in regards to that, but go ahead.
Okay. So, there would be the 12 of us. My mom is classically trained on the piano, so we always had a piano in the house.
Yes.
Right. My dad sings, all of us. So we always just had music around us. Okay. So, and I just kind of grew a love for it. So I started getting in the studio. I wrote my first song at 14.
Oh,
so I don't know if you want to count that.
You remember what it was called?
Yes, it was called For Once in My Life. For once in my life. It's so I gotta remember it. It wasn't fast. She like I'm giving you too much beat. But yeah, I do remember it. But we'll deal with that later.
Okay.
But so then I started getting in the studio. There was this producer around our neighborhood named T Life.
Okay.
He discovered who sang Shame. Shame. Dun, 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 dun.
Girl, you trying? I don't know. That was before my time.
I can't think of her name, but
I'm joking.
I can't remember her name.
I can't think of her name
either. The singer who sang Shame, and he Philly International Records, so he worked with them. So I started. That
wasn't Evelyn Champagne King,
there
was it?
No, that's it.
Oh my God,
Evelyn Champagne King.
Go Shay.
Yep, that's it. He discovered her. So I started getting in the studio doing stuff with him, and then it just kind of grew from there. And then my sister would be like, "Oh, get in this talent show and do this, do that," and she really pushed me. So that got me into talent shows. And then in my 20s, I realized that I could really make money gigging.
Okay.
So I started doing the wedding band circuit and just, putting myself out there to where I was able to actually do it full time in my 20s. Like,
oh, wow.
I paid my mortgage, everything. I just gigged all day and night or was in the studio. So that was amazing.
Okay.
And then fast forward, life got in the way. I had to put it aside for a minute. But now I'm back, girl.
You back?
I'm
now,
back
what
at
made
it.
you come back? What made you decide that
I missed
you
it
was
so
ready
much.
to do this again?
I missed it so much. I never stopped wanting to do it.
Okay.
It's just it's always a part of me. And when I'm not doing my music, I feel a emptiness inside. So I found out about an opportunity. Actually, I was asked to sing in a concert like late 2021, I think it was. And then I was like, oh, wow, I got to get back into this. So I sang at that concert, and then I was like, time to get back in the studio. Because I have a lot of songs I've written that I just haven't recorded. So I'm back at that point now, just trying to record some more stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we are definitely excited. Now, you said you grew up with 12 siblings. Wow.
Yes, you got to go back to that, right?
Yes, I had to go back to that. So where do you fall in the 12? Like, what number are
right
you?
in the middle.
So you're like 5.5?
Right. Yeah.
6.
Wait a minute, let's see.
You're
what
6.
half of 6.5,
You're 6
right?
and a
No, 5 3/4, something like that. So yeah, I have 6 siblings older than me and 5 younger. I think, something like that. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's funny. I always tell people being the middle child was kind of fun because my parents were so focused on the older ones and disciplining them and what they were doing and the babies. So I was like, oh, now you see me, now you don't. Like,
right.
I was just they barely knew where I was at or what I was doing because I was skating in and out, but.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, up to nonsense. But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation.
Now, does any of your siblings, are they in the music like you are?
Not to the extent I am, no.
Okay.
And I have a couple siblings that can blow, like, but none of them want to be in the spotlight. Like my baby sister has a beautiful voice, but she's like, oh no, I'd rather be in the background. Me, I'm the opposite. I want to be in the front. So everybody has a place.
Right.
You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So now, music industry can be very challenging. What has been different from the first time you entered to now? Because things has changed so much. Do you find that is it easier? Is it harder? Like, what has been the changes for you and your experience?
That's a great question. I think it's a lot easier now. Like, I feel like if the things that are at our exposure now were around back then,
right,
it would have been so much easier. Like, even with the recording process now.
Right.
Like, back in the day, you would go in a studio and you there all day and night, writing, shedding, recording, everything else.
Absolutely.
And you come out the next day and barely got 1 song or 2 songs done sometimes. Now, you don't even have to be in the studio with the producers. You don't have to be in there with the other singers, nothing. Everything can be done virtually now. It's amazing.
It is amazing.
So it's a lot easier. I was telling somebody the other day, I get a little haterade when I see people on social media that go viral, you know what I mean? Because they have that exposure and the talent isn't really there. They just did something. They had a niche, you know what I mean, to grasp people, and it makes them go viral. But at the end of the day, if you were to peel all of that away, they're really not talented.
Right.
And I guess you could call it haterade because I know a lot of artists that are truly talented that may not have found that plug, you know what I mean, or that niche to take them from, up to the next level. But I think social media just makes it so much easier for creative people now. Whether somebody thinks you're talented or not, it's so easy to, put yourself out there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Now, is there something for yourself other than social media? Like, or is there something that, I guess, whatever your experiences were in the beginning, was there one particular thing where you was just like, you know what, I'm going to do this different this time around?
Oh, absolutely.
Anything that stands out for you?
As far as like going after my artistry, I guess you mean, in that sense, definitely. So when you're younger, you kind of have a hunger that pushes you. You have a desperation, I guess. I had a desperation when I was younger, to where I would burn the candle on both ends.
Okay.
Literally just, trying hard to make my mark and to make myself relevant and this and that. And I had a lot of musician friends that became homeless. They lived gig to gig. They literally gave completely everything for their music. And some of them made it big, some didn't. Now, I feel like now that things have come full circle, I think I can make my own rules now.
Okay.
In a sense. Back then, when you're desperate, you you're more subjected to do what people say, or sacrifice yourself, or compromise yourself. That's what I should say, not sacrifice. Whereas now that I'm older and wiser, I feel like I can make my own rules and do things my own way.
So true, very true. But don't you think artists, or a lot of people are compromising or sacrificing themselves even more now? And I'm thinking about females. When it comes down to, like you said, no talent, but they half naked. On social media, the thirst traps and stuff like that, right? So we saw that back in the day in the industry as well, but not to this extent. We didn't have social media back then, not to this level, right?
Yeah.
So back then, it was all about, you had someone that worked with you surrounding your look to make sure you had the right look and that you can sell albums.
Right.
Today, it's just like, if you have a dunk,
right.
and you shaking it and all of that, then you can sell album, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Something went viral, and I don't even know who this person is, but I saw it on Instagram. I don't know his name. I don't even know who he is, but I guess the young people know him. But he was on some type of show, and I think he's a rapper, but he was interviewing or having people audition. The girl came up, one young lady came up, and he said, oh, you got it. And she was great, go on her phone to do her little rap, right? And he said, no, there's no need for you to do that. There's no need for you to do that. And she's like, looking at him like, why? And he said, you're talented. You got it. Just come up here and sign the contract, right? He said, oh, you're just talented. Never heard anything come out her mouth, but he was looking at the way she was dressed.
Right.
Her boobies was out. She had the booty and all of that.
Yes.
And it was just like, you got a deal.
Yeah.
I cannot think of this
Oh,
guy's
that's crazy.
name, but it was like, you have a deal.
That's
So
crazy.
I think that, although it might be a little bit easier to become famous, but I still feel like you're compromising yourself more now than you have back then.
Now,
I think
I know why. So back in the day, and I'm sure you'll agree, labels had an A&R department.
Right.
Artist and Repertoire it stands for. So what the label does is they sign you, they bring you on, and you're not necessarily going to put an album out right away because the A&R department is going to develop you as an artist. They're going to come up with your look, your sound, how you talk, everything. Nowadays, the labels don't have A&R. These artists are doing their own thing independently, and this is my goal, actually, to continue to pursue my artistry independently so that when the record labels come to me, they need me. I don't need them because they're going to see what I'm doing on my own. So a lot of the artists, famous people that I meet, when I ask them what advice they could give me, the first thing, the most unanimous answer is to be yourself, stay yourself. Don't try to be like nobody else. And I think a lot of these artists are coming out and doing just that. They're being themselves, whether it's being half naked or not, or sounding crazy, screaming in the mic or whatever. They're being themselves and people are loving it. So I think people are more open to just do whatever the H they want to do.
Yeah. And I think, and so you're absolutely right. I do agree. The only part I think I'm struggling with is I don't think that they're being themselves.
You
I
don't.
think they're being what is going to sell.
Okay.
They're being what is going to sell. And right now, what's selling is sex.
Right.
So, because if you think about it, look at, look at your Black Chinas, and I can't remember what her government name is, but she's going by now.
Right.
Angela White, right?
Angela
Look
White,
at her.
okay.
Look at
Cardi
what's the
B.
girl that's from Delaware? Now she wants to change her image because she felt like she was Sukihana, right? So it's like, are you really being yourselves? Like, or are you being what is going to sell?
Oh,
right?
wow. Yeah.
And then when it starts to become too much or offensive, it's like, hold up, that's not how I really am. Like, I want to, I want to change. I'm not feeling respected. Now, mind you, no matter what, we still have to show humanity. We still need to show respect, period.
Right.
Of people. But I feel like when these situations happen, when some of these young ladies get disrespected for doing too much, right? Then it's just like, oh, I don't want to do that. That's an image that I'm selling. That's really not who I am. So that's the only part that,
interesting.
I feel like, I don't know if they're necessarily being themselves. I feel like they're being what is going to sell in that moment.
Okay, you got a good point. I never thought about it like that.
Yeah. I'm curious to know what you guys think. Please chime in. We are paying attention to the chat.
Yes.
And if you would like to call up and join the conversation and talk to Shana Simone, give us a call at 267-908-3166. You are listening to The Rebirth on Philly Jams 95.3 FM. And my guest co-host tonight, filling in from my boy Eli Isabel, is Miss Shana Simone.
Hey.
Shana Simone will be in concert this Friday night at Theater Inn, so get your tickets.
Yes.
If you have not purchased your tickets, get your tickets. We're going to have a great time. You can purchase your tickets at the door. Those of you who are late,
right,
you can get your tickets at the door. Okay? All right.
Yes.
So, oh, what up, sis? Sis says, I saw that clip. Shay, dude's eyes were popping out his skull. Right, exactly. I wish I had the clip to show it. If you know the name of the guy, put it in the chat. Maybe we can find it really quick. But yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. So anyway, guys, yeah, so what's Soul of a Woman? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about Soul of a Woman and why does this name, I know how it came about, but I more so want to talk about why was that when it was said to you, why were you like, that's it. That
was just the perfect name. I don't know. It's just something about it. I guess because I feel like I'm a pretty eclectic artist, meaning I have spiritual roots, right? Like I grew up in church and all of that. So gospel is the basis of my musicianship. But at the same time, I love R&B, I love jazz. I love so many different genres of music, and I don't hesitate to sing and perform them. So what I tell people is that Soul of a Woman is, me personally, my soul is combined with different things. I tell people, don't judge me, right? I'm on social media. I hang out with my girls. We have a good time. I might have a glass of wine. You know what I mean? Then at the next video, I might be in church. You know what I mean? So I want, and that's kind of how my fan base is. And that's why at my concert, I'm going to have a cash bar because I feel like I don't want anybody coming thinking, oh, we having church, and I don't want anybody to feel like they don't want to come because I'm going to be preaching to them. I will be talking about inspirational things. I will be mentioning God and Jesus, absolutely. I will be honoring him because I do that no matter what, not as I think we all should.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm going to be doing music and have an atmosphere that's welcoming to any and everybody. And what I say, an atmosphere that's welcoming to the saint and the sinner.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. And that's important. That is so important, and it's needed. So, now what is your lineup, right? So I know you're going to be doing inspirational. You're going to be doing a little bit of R&B. You throwing any jazz in there?
Yes. So my live band is actually a jazz band. That's amazing. Thani and Tracine, they actually have music that's out there. If you look them up, they have some great jazz music. So I have a 5-piece band, including a sax. I had to have a sax because that's my absolute favorite instrument, and it just brings the sound together. So I have a couple surprises I'm throwing in that I'm not going to mention.
Okay.
Some elements
She will
of
tell me after the
surprise.
show, though. Since
Only
I am
shake
the
and find
mistress
out.
of ceremony.
Yes. Only shake and find out. And I do actually have to fill you in on a couple of things.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, I have a duet that I'm doing. If you guys follow me on social media, you may have gotten an inside view on who that person is. But it's going to be a stage of family, friends. And I'm so excited about my band because it consists of people that are musician friends of mine that go way back with me. So I feel blessed that they're going to be there with me that night and enhancing my sound and making it what I want it to be. So my band is amazing, and I call them some of the best musicians in Philly because to me they are.
Okay.
And they're great at what they do. And then, I have a duet. I have, some people coming that have inspired my career that will be in the audience. Who knows? I might even pass the mic.
All right. Don't pass it to me.
Hold on now.
Don't pass
Don't
it to
let
me.
Shay fool y'all now, because this girl got some vocals, okay? I'm expose her.
Don't pass it to me. I have retired my vocals. Okay.
No. No such a thing.
That's gonna be fun. I'm really looking forward to it.
I want it to be fun. I want it to be laughter, joy, happiness, fun. Just I want some serious moments. I may even have a tearjerker in there. You never know.
So y'all can't come in here uptight now.
No,
don't come up here
none of
tight.
that. No.
Don't come up in here holy as I are.
Right.
Don't come in, have a great time, and be open. Be open to the experience. It's an experience, and that's what we have to. That's important to be able to sell is the experience of it all. Sing, I saw it. You see me not paying attention to it, right? Okay, Anitra Green. It's being open to the experience of it all, because the ideal is when you're coming to. I know when I do events or anything that I do, I want you to leave changed or leave with something that you walked away with something. Exactly. Right? And it's about the experience, creating that experience. And I truly believe, from what I know of what Friday night is going to be, it is definitely going to be an experience. It's going to be a vibe.
Yes, definitely.
It's going to be a vibe.
Yes.
And we're going to have a good time.
Yes.
So what is the purpose of this? Why did you decide to do this?
Oh, so I've been wanting to do this for so long. I feel like I've been telling people, I've been doing shows for years. I've traveled as far as California and performed all over the country and in other people's shows. But I feel like what I want out of this concert is for people to know who Shana Simone is, not only as a person, but as an artist.
Okay.
And I want people to leave there not only feeling like they got their money's worth, but feeling like, wow, like what is she going to do next?
Right.
And I want people to get excited, even more excited as than I am for my career and what I'm planning, what's to come.
Are you going to share what's to come?
I will. Yes.
Okay.
Tonight, you mean, or at Soul of a Woman?
I mean, like, you got some things going on.
I do. Actually, I would like to share tonight.
Yeah, I think you should.
A little bit of what I have going on.
I think you should. I mean, we need to back up a little bit because you were also at the SOAR Awards.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's talk about that experience, and then we'll move it forward.
That was so amazing.
Try to stop holding back, Shana.
Okay,
like
so
that.
yes, let's talk about that. So SOAR Awards was like... It was like a pinnacle of my career because I literally got to share the stage with some of the best singers in gospel music. My first single is a gospel song.
Okay.
So I think I was sharing with you, people think that I am an absolute gospel artist. I'm not. I will continue to put out some gospel music, but I want people to understand I don't categorize myself as a gospel singer. But SOAR Awards put me put me on a platform of gospel because my single is gospel. But what I want to do going forward is be welcome on gospel stages, R&B stages.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Sword Wars was amazing. Leandria Johnson was there. Kiki Wyatt was there. Kiara Sheard was there. And I literally got to share the space and stage with them, and it was just amazing. And I tell people I don't get starstruck because, as my husband says, they put their panties and drawers on the same way we do every day, one leg at a time, right? They're people just like us.
Yeah.
So I don't get starstruck.
Now hold on. Now wait. Now I'm supposed to be interviewing. If I'm feeling my best, I'm supposed to be interviewing Lorenz Tate this weekend. Ooh. So I don't know if y'all happen to see me pass out. It might be because the pneumonia came back. I'm not sure, but we're gonna go with that.
Now there are some exceptions. Now don't get me wrong.
Tate, come on, Love Jones. Listen, I don't get starstruck either, but
yes.
There's anyway, go ahead. My bad.
I have to. Yeah, you got a point there. There's a couple that I might, get a little.
It depends on who's in the room.
Yes, absolutely.
My bad.
Silly. But what I tell people is that when I'm in a room of greatness like that, I feel like it's just a whole lot of information that I just want to suck up. So I greet every celebrity the same way. Hello, such and such. So nice to meet you. Congratulations on your success. And I immediately say, what advice do you have for me as an up-and-coming artist? That's my instant question.
Yeah.
And even if they have 2 seconds or 2 minutes to share with me, it means it's so instrumental in my career. So SOAR Awards came from an opportunity that the single that I recorded with Todd Dulaney, he's a worship singer, and I got exposed to SOAR Awards through him. So I submitted to be on the main. Actually, I had a pre-show spot initially, and then I was able to go into a main stage performance. Which, but I'm back there next year.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll be at the 2024 SOAR Awards, and next year is going to be even,
That's
the artists
exciting.
that are going to be there. I'm super excited.
So you're going to be a pro this time. Like, you know, no jitters or anything like that.
Yes.
But I definitely want to talk to you about, like, do you get stage fright and stuff like that? But before we go into that, we have a caller.
Okay.
Hello. Welcome to the Rebirth. Caller, are you there?
Hello.
I am. Hello, happy day.
Who is this?
This is Fly.
No, it's not. Somebody play it.
No, this is me. I don't know. It's some feedback, but it's me.
I can't really understand.
I'm hearing them,
Yeah, it's kind of mumbling.
Mm-hmm. It's muffled. You have us on speakerphone?
I do not.
I know who that is. It's Eli. Is it Eli? When he said, I do not, I know exactly who that is. What up, Eli?
Hello.
Thanks for calling. How you feeling, man?
Hey, what up, man? I'm a lot better today. I've been outside since.
We lose him?
Did we lose
Are
him?
y'all there?
Oh,
Yeah, we here.
Okay.
You said the first time you've been outside?
Since Friday. I had PT today, and that kicked butt.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, we...
Awesome guest.
Say it again.
He said you have an awesome gift.
Oh, thank you, Eli. I was really hoping to meet you tonight. But I'm glad to hear your voice. That means you're doing all right.
Yes, I'm coming along slowly but surely. But listen, so you know, I am not a show business, unlike Shay. I got a high 6. You ready?
He's not what?
He said he's not in show business, unlike Shay.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't get that last part.
I'm still in show business. I'm not like Shay.
I'll tell you what you are. Hilarious.
He is. He's in
You
show
are
business.
hilarious.
He needs to be a comedian.
Yes.
That's what he needs to be.
Yes.
Oh, man. I hope you feel better, bro.
Great interview. Thank you.
Yes.
All right, I'll reach out, man, and check on you. Make sure. Let me know if you need some oodles or noodles for me. You know, if I need to drop off some oodles or noodles for you.
That's a strong note for me.
He like, all right, now you trying to give me high blood pressure. Look.
Right.
Yeah. All right, thank y'all for the love, man.
All right, bro.
Definitely.
It's pretty funny.
Love you,
Take
bro.
care.
All right, so my question to you is, do you get stage fright? And if you do, how do you handle it, like before performing?
I used to get stage fright so bad that it would come out in my performance.
Okay.
Now, I think I'm so focused on wanting to do a good performance, and I'm so excited that I let that override my nervousness. But it's crazy with me. I will be fine all day, and then the second I'm standing back behind that curtain and I know I'm about to go up, that's when the jitters start. But it's crazy because the second I get out there and let that first note out, I'm good. Yeah. So you still might hear a little bit of tension in my voice sometimes if I'm nervous. But I think I mentally tell myself, Shana, focus more on your performance and excitement than the nerves.
Yeah.
And it works.
Absolutely. How do you deal with a dry audience?
Oh, that's tough. That is so tough.
Like, what are you saying to yourself when that's happening? When everybody's just standing there looking? How do you get them, like, to come into your experience? Draw them in.
I mean, you know what? It's so funny. I had to work on that because when I performed at the Steve Harvey Awards, so in 2016, I was on a morning show with Steve Harvey. It went through 3 rounds from January to April, and then from the whole country, they dwindled it down to 4 of us, and they flew us to Atlanta for the Steve Harvey Awards.
Wow.
So I got to sing there, and I sang Home by Stephanie Mills, and it's so funny because the audience, I wouldn't say they were dry, but I needed more from them. And my husband was messing with me. He was like, "Oh God, you were like the man in the audience." He said, "You were like, clap your hands." Like,
I know that's right. That's what I'm gonna be doing Friday, y'all. So don't come in there dry.
he was like, "You can't boss the audience and tell them to clap." Like, you were like, "Clap your hands," like you was telling the audience. He's like, "You gotta say it in the right way." And I was like, "Okay, point taken." But I tried. Well, I've been told I can be a little bit bossy, but whatever.
Okay, a little aggressive. You gotta look with your little self.
Just a tinge, right? You see my daughter?
Like, I'm scared.
Right? Yeah. I try, but anyway.
It's all good.
I just try to engage them, maybe ask a question and try to get a response, and I don't know. It's tough. That's something I think you just learn over time. The more you get on stage, the more you involve yourself. And literally, it helps when I'm by myself rehearsing.
Okay.
Like, my kids hear me rehearsing and stuff, and I'll be talking like I got a room full of people because I practice things to say.
Yeah. I used to do that when I was a kid. I call them my imaginary friends.
Yeah.
I sure did. I would be in there having a
cracking
whole
up.
church service. Right. Preaching. I was the preacher. I was the choir. I was the organist,
You were
the drummer.
saints, you were everything at
I
the
was,
same time.
yes. I sure did. Yes, I did.
Exactly.
But that had prepared me for, like my mom said, I always knew you were going to be in entertainment.
Okay. Yeah.
That had prepared me for the journey, you know, of the music industry that I went through. And now, of course, you know, radio and everything else that's going on.
Yeah.
So I heard you say that. What was the song that you sung? Stephanie Mills?
And Steve Harvey. Home.
Oh, how'd that go?
When I think of home, I think of a place where there's love overflowing.
All right.
I wish I was home. I wish I was back there with the things I've been knowing. When that makes the tall grass bend into lean. Suddenly the raindrops that fall, they have a meaning. You put me on
Go
the spot.
ahead, girl. Oh, look, I'm like jamming. Okay.
No.
Thank you.
Oh God, I didn't want to sing that tonight.
Y'all.
But
Shana
anyway,
Simone.
I had something else planned for tonight.
Well, you can do that. You can lead us out of the show with what you have planned. Absolutely.
Oh
yeah.
God, is it 8:00 already?
It's almost, yeah. So let's talk
no.
about, I know this is what happens on the Rebirth. It feels like home, like you just said.
So much fun. So much fun.
So let's talk about your single.
Okay, Forgive Me, Lord. I wrote that over time. The first verse came to me, and then the second verse came 6 months later, and then I didn't even have the full song written when I signed up for the opportunity to record with Todd Dulaney. But I wrote it kind of like on a whim and then recorded it. But once again, that song is for the saint and the sinner, because I think everybody has a heart of repentance. I feel like everybody has a sense of remorse when they do wrong. And that's what the song is about. It's about my journey too, as a Christian, and trying to get through this life with temptations and the things that we deal with on a daily basis. But I wanted people to, be mindful of, you can always ask for forgiveness, no matter where you're at in life. And it doesn't mean you got to completely convert to a holy roller. No, you just have to have a heart of repentance and be willing to ask God to forgive you.
Yeah. And I just want to put it out there. I know this is a serious moment. That does not mean that when you ask God to forgive you, you go back and you keep doing the same thing over and over again. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you got to make that disclosure, right?
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we'll be like, God, forgive me. And then we go right back and we do the same thing over and over again. Right. But because we know that we can always ask for forgiveness,
right?
But I'm just, kind of thought I'd throw that out there.
Okay,
but go ahead.
Good point. Yeah. Right. So Forgive Me, Lord has made #1 on the gospel charts for urban influencers. So as of about a week or two ago, it made #1. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. It has over 43,000 streams on Spotify.
Nice.
And yeah, it's doing pretty good. But I'm way past due for another single. So if you come to my show, I'm going to be doing 3 originals that aren't even released yet. So
okay, nice. So out of those 3, you're going to decide which one you're going to drop? I
already know.
Oh, you already know? Oh,
yes.
I thought we was going to make the audience a part of this experience.
Oh, darn. Sorry.
To see which one they like the best,
Oh, I could do that.
That's pretty cool. I'm always coming up with some stuff.
Right. But that's a good idea. Actually, we could talk about that later.
Shout out to Stanley Morgan. Thank you for tuning in. Sis says congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you. Yeah, it's so expensive as an independent artist, because you literally it's true, you have to pay for everything.
Yeah.
You got to pay for radio promotion, marketing, getting put on playlists, like everything costs. So that's my goal with this concert, to try to raise some funds so that I can continue my artistry, get back in the studio, continue to record. I got a big expense coming up with these SOAR Awards next year. It's just super expensive. So I just appreciate all my fans and family supporting me and paying that ticket price, because they know what it's about.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And that's very important, to support, especially our local. We got to stand behind our artists, our local artists as well, because we'll go ahead and drop those dollars on people that's not even from the area and support. But we need to go out and support local artists, come to the show, be a part, bring somebody. You don't have to know Shana. Just come. It's going to be a whole vibe. You don't have to know her. Just come out and get to know her.
Yes.
So, that's going to be important. So make sure you guys get your tickets. And if you don't get a ticket, you can pay at the door.
Yes.
But if I was you, I would go ahead and get a ticket.
Right.
So that's going to be important. Is there anything else you would like the audience? We're going to end the show with her single that she has out now. But is there anything else that you would like everybody to know about Shana Simone? Anything that I missed?
I think you covered it all. I'm an entrepreneur. I did 20 years in the Air Force. And I'm just...
And she's my, if y'all haven't noticed or not, because everybody, I always get compliments on my hair, y'all. She is my loctician. She's my sister loctician. This is Shana Simone.
Yes. I keep Shay looking beautiful.
She keeps me right.
She already keeps herself beautiful, but I help out a little bit.
She keeps me right.
Yes. I have a braiding salon in Smyrna, Delaware called Braid Nation. It's been in business for 7 years now and going strong. So, I came out of the military and became an entrepreneur. And so I equally pursue my music and run a full-time braiding salon.
Yeah.
Busy. I have 2 daughters. I'm married.
Yeah.
My husband and my girls are, some of my #1 fans. They push me. They encourage me to continue doing what I do. And I appreciate them for that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, my girls would be like, Mom, you think you could sing this? So on social media, I did the Beyonce Riff Challenge, and they taught it to me.
Oh,
I didn't know
really?
the words. Yeah. I was
Okay.
like, something. Something like that.
I've been drinking.
I've been drinking. Now that part, I don't know the words of that part.
That's my part. That's my song. Listen.
I'm cracking up.
We're going to do that.
I do
That's
love
going to
that
be
song.
the intro at your concert, okay? I want you to do that and then be like, I've been drinking. Surfboard.
That's how we go.
Oh, it's not that
Then
type
we
of
gonna
show.
sing
My
Forgive
bad.
Me, Lord, after that. That'll be the perfect segue into Forgive Me, Lord.
Oh
that's
my
too
goodness.
funny.
It's going to be a great time, guys. Make
It
sure you
is.
get your tickets.
Yes.
How can people follow you and find out more about you, Shana?
So you can Google Shana Simone. You can Google Shana Simone Wallace. You can find me on Facebook under Shana Simone Wallace.
Wait a minute. Did you just say Google me?
Yeah, honey. Google.
Google me.
Google me, okay? And you can find out whatever you want. All my links are right there in Google. But I'm on Facebook. I wish I could have like a unanimous name across all of them, but I don't have it that way. So
Me
Shana
neither.
Simone Wallace, right? It's difficult, right?
Yeah.
Shana Simone Wallace on Facebook. Shana Simone Official on Instagram. Shana Singing Big on Twitter. So yeah.
All
But
right.
if you Google me, you'll find all my links. Yeah.
Are you on Threads yet? Are you going to do Threads?
Somebody? Don't you have to be invited or something?
I don't think so. No, that's Clubhouse. Clubhouse,
Oh.
you have to be invited.
No, it's another
But
one.
Thread.
I thought.
Listen, I got.
Are you on there?
No.
Oh.
I'm not because I don't want to have to manage another social media account.
Same.
It's like it's a
I
lot.
thought about
but-
it, but it's too many things to keep up with.
Yeah, it is a lot, but
It's
I
a
don't
lot.
know. Might have to go there. You know, we'll see.
Yeah.
That's what's up, guys. So again, get your tickets this Friday night. I will be the mistress of ceremony at the Shana Simone Soul of a Woman
Yes.
live in concert. Her special guest is Lex. Unapologetically, I got it, Lex.
Yeah, you
I
got
got it. And you could also follow Lex at Lex LEXX_PENS. It's going down this Friday night at Theater Inn, 1007 Orange Street in Wilmington, Delaware. So make sure you get your tickets and make sure you follow her at Shana Simone Official on Instagram and at Shana Simone Wallace on Facebook. Shana, I want to thank you so much for coming
Thanks
in.
for having me. This was so much fun.
I appreciate you.
So much fun.
I'm excited about Friday, and we're going to do the darn thing.
Same. Yes. If you're not there, you're going to miss out. I'm telling you.
You are going to miss
You're going
out.
to miss out on a great, great time.
So before we end the show, and again, we're going to end the show with her new single, Forgive Me, Lord, and why it's playing. Those of you under the sound of my voice that can hear me that need some forgiveness might want to go ahead on and ask the Lord for that. Anyway. See what happens when I be out sick. Anyway, again, I want to just bring it back again. Rebirth Live. Rebirth Live is coming back October 13th. Me and my partner Eli, Philly Jams 95.3 FM. We will be in the building October 13th at Theater Inn at 1007 North Orange Street in Wilmington, Delaware. Get your tickets at rebirth.com. They are on sale right now. I dropped the tickets on sale right now. When they sold out, there will be no paying at the door at this particular event. So you have to have a ticket. And I was waiting to announce my panelist, but because she's on the show tonight, Shana Simone will be one of the panelists that will be there on October 13th.
Yes.
So if you want to keep up with what's going on, make sure you follow me at Instagram at Rebirth_radio on Instagram and at Rebirth on Facebook, okay? So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for your support. Shout out to everybody that tuned in on Instagram. Shout out to you guys. Love you. Make sure you like, share, and you support Shana Simone, Rebirth, Philly Jams. Shout out to everybody that tuned in on Facebook. I see you guys next week. Peace, love, and have a blessed week. Here's Forgive Me, Lord by Shana Simone.
You gave me the key to life, but I turned it away. Your son's life you sacrificed. Oh Lord, show me the way. I've taken you for granted. Oh Lord, don't leave me now. If I dedicate my life to you, Lord, please show me how. Please forgive me, Lord, for all that I have done. Please forgive me, Lord, my battles you have won. You walk with me every day. Your mercies I can see. Through hurt and pain and misery, I know you've carried me. I know I've taken you for granted. Oh Lord, don't leave me now. With your grace, mercy, and majesty, Lord, you have all power. Forgive me, Lord, for all that I have done. Please forgive me, Lord, my battles you have won. Forgive me, I wanna thank you for all that I have done. Please forgive me, Lord, my battles you have won. I wanna thank you for all you've done for me. You take me places I never should have seen. You gave me things that I never should receive. You showed me great